Welcome to Have You Read It? The channel where we bring books to life, one summary at a time. Whether you're here for self-help, personal growth, or business inspiration, there's something for everyone. Today we're diving into Profit First. Transform your business from a cash-eating monster to a money-making machine by Mike Michalowicz. This book offers a radical approach to financial management, turning traditional accounting on its head. It's not about just making money, it's about keeping it. Michalowicz's central argument stems from a personal crisis. Despite building and selling two multi-million-dollar companies, he found himself on the brink of financial ruin. He realized he was great at making money but terrible at managing it. This led him to develop the Profit First system. His aha moment came from his 9-year-old daughter, who, seeing her father's despair, offered him her piggy bank to help him rebuild. This act of innocent generosity sparked a realization: the simple wisdom of saving money first. The piggy bank became a symbol of prioritizing savings over spending. The core problem, as Michalowicz sees it, is how we're taught to manage finances. Sales, expenses equal profit. This traditional formula, while mathematically sound, often leaves entrepreneurs with little to no profit. We're conditioned to chase revenue, believing that profit will naturally follow. But in reality, expenses tend to rise in tandem with sales, leaving us in a perpetual cycle of check-to-check and panic-to-panic living. We check our bank balance, react to what we see, then repeat. Low balance, panic, sell, collect; high balance, invest, expand, and often overspend. This reactive cycle, driven by our natural tendency to address immediate concerns, keeps us trapped. We're like hamsters on a wheel, always running but never getting anywhere financially. Michalowicz introduces the survival trap to illustrate the dangers of reactive, revenue-focused thinking. In this trap, any sale feels like a good sale, regardless of its long-term impact on profitability. He uses the example of Ernie, a lawn guy who, in an attempt to maximize revenue, expands his services to gutter cleaning, roof repair, and chimney fixing, ultimately losing money and straying from his core expertise. The survival trap pulls us away from our vision, leading to inefficiency and financial instability. We become jacks of all trades, masters of none, constantly reacting to crises instead of proactively building a profitable business. The solution? Flip the formula. Sales. Profit else expenses. This simple shift in perspective is the cornerstone of Profit First. It's not about changing who you are. It's about changing the system. Michalowicz draws a parallel to using smaller plates for weight loss. When presented with a smaller plate, we naturally take smaller portions, leading to fewer calories consumed. Similarly, with Profit First, we allocate a predetermined percentage of each sale to a separate profit account, effectively shrinking the plate available for operating expenses. This forces us to become more resourceful and innovative, finding ways to run our businesses more efficiently with less money. The Profit First system is built on 4 core principles, derived from behavioral science. Parkinson's law. This law states that work expands so as to fill the time available for its completion. In the context of finances, this means we tend to spend all the money we have. By taking profit first, we intentionally limit the funds available for expenses, forcing us to become more frugal and innovative. The example of toothpaste illustrates this principle. With a full tube, we use a generous amount. But with a near-empty tube, we become resourceful, extracting every last bit. Profit First creates a near-empty tube scenario, prompting us to find creative ways to do more with less. The primacy effect. This principle highlights our tendency to prioritize what comes first. Traditional accounting puts sales and expenses first, making profit an afterthought. Profit First flips this, prioritizing profit and forcing us to manage expenses accordingly. Remove temptation. Once you've allocated your profit, put it out of reach. This prevents us from dipping into our profits to cover expenses, reinforcing the discipline of prioritizing profit. Michalowicz recommends setting up a separate bank account specifically for profit, making it harder to access and reducing the temptation to spend it. Enforce a rhythm. Regularly allocating profits creates a consistent habit. Michalowicz suggests a twice-monthly allocation schedule on the 10th and 25th of each month. This rhythm helps us avoid reactive financial decisions, promoting consistent profitability. Setting up profit. First involves establishing 5 foundational bank accounts. Income. All revenue flows into this account, serving as a distribution hub. Profit. A predetermined percentage of each deposit goes here. This account is your reward for owning a business. Owner's comp. This is your salary for the work you do in the business. It's essential to pay yourself a market rate salary, recognizing your value as an employee. Tax. Set aside money for taxes. This ensures you're prepared for tax obligations and avoids the stress of scrambling for funds at tax time. Operating expenses. The remaining funds go here to cover business expenses. By limiting the funds in this account, you're forced to make conscious spending decisions and prioritize essential expenses. In addition to the 5 foundational accounts, Michalowicz recommends setting up 2 no-temptation accounts at a separate bank: profit hold and tax hold. Transferring funds to these accounts further removes the temptation to use them for anything other than their intended purpose. He emphasizes choosing a bank that offers minimal convenience, making access more difficult, and reinforcing the discipline of saving. The book also introduces the concept of target allocation percentages. These are the ideal percentages you aim to allocate to each account based on your business's revenue range. These percentages are not your starting point. They are your long-term goals. You'll gradually increase your current allocation percentages towards your target allocation percentages over time. The instant assessment is a crucial tool for gauging the financial health of your business. It involves analyzing your income statement, balance sheet, and tax returns to determine your current allocation percentages and compare them to the target allocation percentages. This assessment provides a clear picture of where you stand and identifies areas for improvement. It can be a painful but necessary step in the journey towards profitability. Implementing profit first is a journey, not a destination. It begins with small steps. On day 1, Michalowicz suggests adding just 1% to your current profit allocation, regardless of what it is. This small increase creates a new habit without drastically impacting your cash flow. He emphasizes consistency over intensity, building momentum with small incremental changes. The 10-25 rhythm, a crucial element of profit first, involves allocating funds and paying bills twice a month on the 10th and 25th. This consistent schedule creates a predictable cash flow cycle, allowing you to monitor your finances effectively. It also helps you identify unnecessary recurring expenses and prioritize essential ones. Quarterly distributions are a key component of profit first. At the end of each quarter, you take 50% of the accumulated profit as a reward for owning the business. This reinforces the principle of prioritizing profit and provides a tangible incentive to maintain the system. Michalowicz encourages celebrating these distributions, reinforcing the positive emotional connection to profit. The remaining 50% stays in the profit hold account as a reserve for emergencies and future investments. The book also addresses the challenge of debt. Michalowicz emphasizes that even businesses in debt can implement profit first. Instead of using profit distributions for personal rewards, allocate 99% of it towards paying down debt, starting with the smallest debt first, the debt snowball method. This approach builds momentum and creates a sense of accomplishment as you eliminate each debt. The remaining 1% is still used for a small celebration, reinforcing the positive association with profit. Michalowicz dedicates a chapter to advanced profit-first techniques. He introduces additional accounts tailored to specific business needs, such as the vault, stocking account, pass-through account, materials account, subcontractor or commission accounts, employee payroll account, equipment account, drip account, petty cash account, prepayment account, and sales tax account. These accounts provide greater control and visibility into specific areas of your finances. The profit. First principles also extend to personal finances. Michalowicz encourages applying the same system to your personal life, setting up similar accounts for personal income, expenses, and savings. This holistic approach aligns your business and personal finances, creating a foundation for long-term financial freedom. The book concludes by addressing the importance of maintaining the profit-first system. He identifies common mistakes that can derail the process, such as allocating too much profit too soon, prioritizing growth over profit, cutting the wrong costs, reinvesting profits back into the business, raiding the tax account, adding unnecessary complexity, and skipping the bank accounts. Finally, Michalowicz emphasizes the importance of accountability. He suggests working with a profit-first professional, a certified advisor trained in the profit-first system, or forming an accountability group with fellow entrepreneurs to stay on track and maintain the discipline required for long-term success. Thanks for watching. Have you read it? Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button so you never miss our next book dive.